I'm just doing this video because I'm just going to go out and get some shopping. And the problem is, every time I go out my home, people are coming in my home. The police has been, and they've even let neighbours come in my home and damage items. But there's a massive amount of damage being done to my home. And I'm talking like tens of thousands of pounds worth of damage from the front door, all my windows, all my kitchen, even my sofas, all the springs been damaged. Everything's been damaged. And what they're even doing, I collect Action Man action figures, and they're going through all the figures, and they're spending a lot of time in the property. It's usually when I'm called to the community drug team, or the mental health team, then they know exactly where I am, and they've got a long time to be in my house and do these things. But the things that are being done are to make me look like a fucking idiot, basically. I collect Action Man figures, and I've spent a lot of money, a hell of a lot of money, getting the best quality figures. And I'm coming back, and the figures are all loose, shit, knackered figures. Now, what a dickhead I would look ringing the police station saying somebody's been in my home and swapped my Action Man figures for loose figures. Can you see? But I know it's been done, because I'm a collector. I collect these things. Damaging all my clothes, the burning and ripping all my clothes. Everything in my house is being damaged, and I'm being targeted. I've been set up on false charges and put in prison that have been proven after months on remand in prison, solicitors lying, proven to be nothing but corrupt charges that have been fabricated, not even to a good extent. Now, why is this being done? I want disclosure on why it's being done. Why Lancashire Constabulary and the police are spending so much time and effort harassing me, driving past my flat, putting the siren on outside the flat as they get outside the flat when there's people being murdered on TV. Usually at them points. Or when somebody's house is being broken into and stuff is being damaged, they'll drive past and put the siren on just outside my flat. They did it at my mother's funeral. They drove past my mother's funeral. As they got outside the church, they turned the siren on. When they got past the church, it was turned off again. When I got home that day, there was a letter from the police about a complaint that I put in over 2 years ago. They send the letters with other bad news. When I was knocked off my benefits, it came with a letter of the complaint for the police of this Officer Kelly, who every time I ring up and try and speak to, or he's on leave, she's on leave, sorry, because it's a she. Where does it end? There's been several attempts to try and off me, basically. You know what that is. There's at least 4 attempts that I can 100% prove that have been covered up by the police, that have been either to cause me serious injury or end me. Now, why? Why is this being done? Why am I being targeted? I can only think because my ex-girlfriend's brother is a police inspector and he trains police officers in Saudi Arabia. And I've had a hell of a lot of problems with the Muslim community where false charges have been concocted in a mosque, and then officers from Lancashire Police have come round with these false charges and false paperwork and charged me with complete fabricated evidence. And I'll show you for one. There's massive amounts of my land being given to the guy next door who's covering up these people coming in my house. I was run through court. I've gone through this before, but I was charged with this. I was charged with that. That is the exact evidence. It's meant to be a 5-year-old Asian girl's leg that my dog apparently bit. My dog that was muzzled. Now, that is the only evidence that was used on a case that went through Blackburn Magistrates for 12 months and went to Preston Crown Court, where the courts and the judges and the solicitors have just completely abused the judicial system, running total corrupt, fabricated evidence, corrupt, fabricated trials through our British courts, and it's absolutely disgusting. Where does this end? Now, this was proven, this picture, of the first solicitor who sent it to a dog specialist. I say it's not an injury caused by your dog. Why is it an old scabbed injury? Why is there no face? Why is there no ripped clothing? Insubmissible evidence. And when I was forced to plead guilty to this charge, I was put on a children's adventure park over Accrington, where little girl guides and brownies stop over for the week without the parents.